The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
This is Denise Nostrom, CEO and founder of Diversified Financial Solutions. Now more than ever, investment advice is needed. Not just where best to invest your money, but why. Are you investing for your future retirement? Are you retired and looking to maximize your income? Are you maximizing your income and concerned with leaving money for your loved ones? Are you investing for your retirement at the same time saving for your children's education and at the same time saving to buy another home? Are the markets in line with your goals? Are your goals ever changing? Please contact me at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691. Or visit us at diversifiedfinancial.biz. For over 25 years, I have been helping individuals, families, and business owners navigate through all market conditions with only one goal in mind, my clients. Visit me at diversifiedfinancial.biz or call Denise Nostrom, founder of Diversified Financial Solutions, at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691 for a conversation about my most important client, you. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in and spending some time with me today. I'm glad you're here. You are listening to The Financial Chick Show, and I am The Financial Chick. My name is Denise Nostrom, the CEO and owner of Diversified Financial Solutions, a full-service, independent financial planning firm located in Medford. Your Financial Chick is here to help you make better financial decisions and choices to improve your life and reduce your anxiety and stress about money. If you want to know more about me or my firm, you can check out my website at financialchickshow.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram at Diversified Financial Solutions. So like our pages to get updates and see what is happening. So I come to you today with some news. Today is going to be my last show. I've enjoyed doing the radio show so much, but after much thought, I've decided to move on. Just kidding. It's April Fool's Day. All right, who really fell for that? Anyway, well, you can't get rid of me that easily. I mean, that's not going to happen. But I never really, I usually don't do any type of April Fool's jokes ever. It's just not my thing. And actually today, honestly, nobody did anything. The day's not over yet, right? So, but I just couldn't help myself today. I felt, what the heck? Let me just do something. We say like get out of your comfort zone. So that's what I did. I got out of my comfort zone. But so I hope you're having a good day. And I hope there weren't too many April Fool's jokes, put on you, and everything's going well. But the weather was a bit off today. We started the day, I don't know if you saw it, with that amazing rainbow. Did anybody see that rainbow? It was unbelievable. My daughter actually took a picture of it, I should say, when she was going off to school on the bus. So it was really, really cool. So it was nice to actually see the beauty in the world, and it really was truly beautiful. And it just, I think a lot of people just felt, had a spiritual moment. I think we all kind of needed that. The rest of the day, though, was a little wacky. Went from dreary, overcast conditions, kind of what it is right now. But then the next minute, the sun was shining beautifully, and you thought we were out of the woods, and then it would just go back to the dreariness. So the temperatures are rising. I mean, I think we're about 54 today, but I do feel cold. Like I just feel in the office, I'm freezing, and I'm just ready for some steady warm weather. Spring is here, but it certainly doesn't feel it just yet. So as we discussed, today is the first day of April, which I find to be absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. We're already done with the first quarter of the year. So as a financial advisor, I kind of live my life in quarters. January, February, March, it's the first quarter. So we just finished. The statement, well, actually yesterday was the last day. We closed down on the last day. So the statements that you're going to be getting over the next week or so are not going to look great. We had a really good end of the year. December of 2021 was good. The beginning of the year, not so good. Just this week alone, it was a just total roller coaster. So how is your year going so far? I think most people are feeling a bit stressed, depressed. We just passed the 2-year mark of the pandemic. If you listened to the show last week, I had a clinical licensed therapist on, and she was awesome. And if you could pull the show on my website and listen to it, but it was really amazing. And then you see the Will Smith, Chris Rock drama. Anger's there. I mean, people are just angry. So what do we do, and how do we proceed? There are so many questions. So I'm going to open the phone lines today. And this is not an April Fool's joke. I'm really serious. I haven't done it in a while. So I figured, let me hear what you have to say. If you have any questions, what's on your mind, if you just want to chat. Again, it's only a half-hour show, so we can't chat too long. But I would love to hear from you and let me know what you got going on in your head. So the number here is 631-451-1039. That's 631-451-1039. So give me a call. I usually pull topics together that are timely and to educate you on things that are happening up to the minute. But I definitely want to hear what's on your mind. So give me a call. And if in fact you don't feel comfortable calling the station, you can actually text me your question. And what I will do is I'll get back to you. I don't know if I can't promise that it'll be on the air, but I will get back to you either personally via text, or I'll talk about the question, or I'll air the question the next show and answer that question for you. So that's it. So I hope to hear from you. So like I said, 631-451-1039. I know I haven't opened up to questions or phone calls in a long time. So, but call in if you wish to. But anyway, so let's talk about what's going on. So the job market, the job numbers came in today, and they were at 431,000, and unemployment went down. So the numbers look pretty good. It is great news because, people are actually getting back to work. That was the thing that we were talking about, that there's help wanted signs on every store, and companies that you talk to. And pretty much a lot of my clients that come in, either they're working for a company or they own a business. And what's the biggest complaint, or what's their situation that they talk about, is that they can't find people to work. They can't find qualified people, or really just people. People are teachable and can learn, but finding people to actually work. So why is this happening? There's several reasons, actually, why this is happening, where people are going back to work. So for one, people are beginning to run out of money. Any money that they squirreled away during the pandemic is shrinking and going away. There's no more stimulus checks or child care tax credits that are coming in, things that they were getting up and above the norm. And of course, the unemployment checks had stopped last year. And that was the thing that many economists and people were talking about, that how can you have people not earning a living, and how are they living? So it's taken a little bit of time, but we're starting to see the numbers go. But I would probably say the biggest reason that people are going back to work, or looking for a job, or maybe even looking for a supplemental job, is the rising costs of everything. We've talked about this, I think, every week. Food is going up. Gas is going up. Those are probably the biggest ones. As far as some statistics, I had found this week, I get this report that it's called By the Numbers. And eating at home, they're saying U.S. grocery prices, for example, food that you eat at home, increased by 8.6% over the year ending to February 28th of 2022. So from last February to this February. That's comparing to a positive or up 3.5% price increase for groceries for the year ending 2/28/2021. So last year, February, around this time. And it was a only 0.8 price increase for the year ending 2/29/2020. So you can see that the numbers have definitely been exaggerated, and it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, and people feel it. And, if you were kind of working on your savings and you feeling that things were going to go and you could stretch it, the stretching just is not working anymore. And one thing that we should definitely talk about is the fact that interest rates are going up. And I know we've alluded to it, but let's kind of jump into that a little bit more. I've alluded to it in other shows, but loans, mortgages, credit card bills. I had a client come into the office this week and said, I'm looking for a car. And I said, well, first thing that you probably should do is, if you can push the car that you have, push it as far as you can. It's probably not a good time to get a car right now. Although the interest rates may be low and you'd be able to, maybe get a better rate. They're paying, you're paying so much more for cars over a sticker price. So to hold that off. Mortgage, we've already seen the mortgage rates go up. But the thing I'm going to hone in on is credit card bills. And credit cards, with the interest rates going up, this gives the credit card companies full reign to go ahead and raise your APR, or annual percentage rate. That's the amount of money that you pay. So you buy something at the store, say it's a pair of jeans, jacket, whatever, put it on your credit card. Let's say it's $600, $500. Now, if you don't pay that off in full that month, that next month, you're going to get interest on that money. Not to you, but against you. So, in a lot of cases, that interest is anywhere, I'm going to go on the low side, 12%, could be as high as I've seen 29%, and that's no joke. So, this is something that, especially when things are costing more and your income is shrinking, you don't want to have to be paying out on credit cards this amount of money. So, it's a very challenging thing to deal with. So, my suggestion is to pay off those credit cards if you have the money saved in cash. If you don't, get together a plan. And that's something that my office can help you do. So we're running into the commercial break, but this is the Financial Chick, and you are listening to the Financial Chick Show. I'm here to help you when you feel there's no financial alternatives and give you ways to improve your financial situation. So feel free to call my office at 631-758-8691, and I'll be here to help you. But stick around after the break, and we have more stuff to lead you through this financial journey. Welcome back. This is Denise Snowstrom, the Financial Chick. My company is in Medford, and you can reach me at 631-758-8691 or visit my website at financialchickshow.com. I'm here to help you on your financial journey, that is. Over the years, things change, and I'm here to navigate all of those changes. It's Feel Good Friday, but it's also April Fool's Day, so it's just a messy situation. But before the break, even before the beginning of the show, I said I am taking calls today. So if anybody wants to call in and chat about anything, I'll talk about anything. 631-451-1039 is the number to the studio. You can call me. You'll be on the air, and any question, anything you have in your mind, whether it be tax time, IRAs, Roth IRAs, things that are going on right now, or just really the economy. And there's a lot of things we could talk about at this point. There's a lot of things going on. So, but before the break, I was talking about credit cards, and interesting statistic that 55% of the 1,009 American adults surveyed in September of 2021, they indicated that they do not pay the full amount of their credit card debt each month. And this was according to Go Banking rates. So that will obviously cost you more money. The most ideal way to have a credit card is to have the credit card, you buy what you have. When you get the credit card bill, you pay it off in full. Now we know there's different pockets of time in your life that, you can't do that. Things are tough. You have a few things go on. Something happens in the house, something breaks on the car, where it's complicated to do that. But that's the most ideal thing. Using a credit card is not a bad thing, but paying, to pay it off in full is the way to do it. You can get your credit points, or what is it? Your points for your, for miles, I'll get this out eventually, for airline miles. We use it for like credit card points, so you can cash in your points and get credit cards. We actually bought our countertop from Home Depot with Home Depot Home Depot cards based on cashing in points from our credit cards. So these are the different techniques and strategies that you can do. And I'm actually thinking of a show of doing that, since things are getting a little bit crazy and things are costing so much more money, is getting some ideas or ways to stretch our dollars, and how we different things that you can do to save money, and different techniques that you have. So if anybody has anything that they want to share with that, definitely you can go to my website and you can jot it in there. We could talk about it on the air. I'd love to compile like a list and be able to share that with my listeners and my clients. So that would be pretty cool. But back to the credit cards. So I had a real life situation this week with somebody that came into my office, and they were sitting with some credit card debt and had a car loan. And, they said to me, listen, we're breaking even every month. The income that's coming in, it's going out. We're having a really hard time. One thing that was a positive for them, and the reason they had called me, was that they did have, they had come into some money through an inheritance. And they said, we don't want to squander it. We want to make sure we do the right thing before we do anything with this money, which was great. And that was a smart thing to do. And so they came in, I took down all their information and reviewed all of their stuff, and met with them a second time after I was able to review everything, to give them a game plan, an attack to their situation. So they had a certain amount of money. Let's just say we'll use numbers. So we had about $150,000 to use, and between credit card debt and a car loan, between those items, they had about $47,000. So they were able to use this cash to pay off those debts. Now, just to give you an idea, one of the credit cards was like 18.99%, one was 17.5%, and the car loan was up over 5%. Now, in doing that, by taking that cash, which really wasn't getting a whole lot of money, you're getting what, 0.1 on the savings account, they were able to take it out, pay off those debts. Now, I said it's like ripping off the Band-Aid off a scab, right? It's the worst thing, and it's hard, and those are hard checks to write or money to move. But once they had that money, those debts paid off, now they were able to free up, you ready? $1,550 a month to now reach their goals. So whether your goals or their goals, like for retirement or to educate their kids, or maybe just building up their cash reserve. What we did with this particular case is we had them not obviously liquidate all the money that they had from this inheritance that they derived. But we took the portion, paid off the debts. We determined how much that they would need to keep in a cash reserve for anything that's going on. So what's the importance of the cash reserve? That you don't have to go to those credit cards. If something happens, you need a new roof, you got a leak in the roof, or you have a brake job that you need done on the car. You could put it on the credit card, but then you have the money to pay it off. And that's the way to do it. And what I said to them was, listen, now we have this money. Make it a little bit easier for you on a monthly basis. You don't have to commit the whole $1,550, but let's take about 1,000 of it, maybe 1,200 of it, and now commit that to other things. They said they wanted to go on vacation. I said, you know what? So instead of having to put it on a credit card, let's take a portion of that and save for that vacation. So let's take like $200 a month. By the end of the year, you got $2,400, which is great. They were running short a little bit on their retirement as per the financial analysis. So plugging in some money, doing a Roth IRA. Great time right now. Any of you could do a Roth IRA before the tax filing deadline. You could put $6,000 or $7,000, depending on your age, into a Roth IRA and really supersize your retirement. I love the Roth because, especially when you are running a little bit short or you haven't adequately saved for retirement, you're not going to get a deduction for it. But once you put it into the Roth IRA, you're not going to pay taxes on it. And then once you take it out at the end of the game, there's no taxes there either. So it's really a big positive to your financial situation, whether you're running short or whether you're not. I think the Roth is great for everybody. So this was an awesome case that I had. And initially, they felt like, I don't even know what we're going to do. And when I came back to them and showed them these different variables, paying off the debt, establishing that cash reserve, now knowing their number, knowing what that number is that they need to keep as a cash reserve, an adequate cash reserve, and then being able to fund things like their retirement, a vacation fund, and also they have, to fund the education for their children. So this was a really, really big deal, and very helpful, to kind of, and it feels great for me too, to be able to help people that kind of feel like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just feel like I'm below, always behind the 8 ball, but come and see me. Let's talk. You're not necessarily behind the 8 ball. Sometimes I see things that maybe you don't see, and can kind of make a situation look a little bit better. And, and it was interesting because one of the things that they didn't want to do was, utilize that cash that they had. I mean, they wanted to, but they didn't want to. But once I was able to show them by doing that, you're going to be able to build up that money again, but now maybe do better in terms of attaching it to the goals or just getting a better rate of return on that money. So, there's a lot of things. It's what you don't know that can hurt you, right? So when in doubt, just give a call, and let's talk. But, April's a very busy month. It's a busy month ahead. A lot of things going on. A lot of great things, though. And, the weather gets better. It's just, I don't know. I think April people kind of break out. One thing, it's my birthday. So my birthday's on Tuesday. So 29. It's fantastic. Feeling good. I've been hit 29 a couple times, but you know what I'm saying. I have a bunch of friends. Happy birthday to some of my fellow Aries. I got Greg out there, my friend Karen, Angel, my sister-in-law, and Laura. so I love all my Aries friends. I love everybody, but yeah, my Aries friends, and I want to wish happy birthday to all of you. And one thing that we have coming up in a couple of weeks, a lot of you know that I have a nonprofit women's organization called Power of Women Exchanging Resources. We are doing a Wine Down Wednesday, a cheese and wine pairing event. It's going to be on Wednesday, April 13th from 6:30 to 9 at the Cheese Patch in Patchogue. And we're going to have Jessica Green from Down the Rabbit Hole. She has a shop in Sayville. Absolutely amazing. It's natural and organic wines. Who doesn't love wine, right? And the pairing by Paige Pfeiffer, who's the owner of the Cheese Patch. So women business owners doing some great things together, a great opportunity to network, and really, just come in. I always say, don't be, you don't have to be selfish, or be selfish, I should say. Come in, tell us what you want. You're looking for a job. You're looking for employees. That's what this is all about. It's really kind of lifting up women and trying to make it all happen. So we are getting to the end of the show already. That went real quick, but I want to thank you for tuning in today. Remember, let's try to do better and be better. Enjoy the weekend, and I will see you next Friday.
Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Blackridge Asset Management and Diversified Financial Solutions are separate and independent entities from Peak Brokerage Services.